Welcome back to another episode of All Stars TV, building up to our 2024 edition of the UK Charity All Stars. It's at Sheffield on the 2nd to the 4th of August, Friday night for a launch party, and then 2 full days of All Stars Ice Hockey, joined today by another one of our team captains, and it's from Team Mental Health Hockey, and it is Rachel Miles. Rachel, thanks for joining us here on All Stars TV.
Hiya, everybody.
Thanks for coming on board as usual. Just a quick one before we start, and how 2024 has been for mental health hockey. We'll talk about the new identity of the charity in a minute, but just a quick update how 2024 has gone for you and your team so far.
Yeah, another amazing year. Obviously, this year we got to have an extra line of players, which worked out fantastically well because there's more people as part of our family. More people get the opportunity to play in All Stars 2024, which is brilliant. But yeah, right from the get-go, the team were straight on me for kit sponsorships, packages, what's our sponsor package, just everything, getting it out there. So yeah, the whole team have been amazing. The vibe has been great all year. Just been getting to know each other and checking in on each other. But yeah, fundraising wise, they've just been incredible. And as well as that, they've been spreading loads of awareness as well, which I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk about later. But yeah, it's been a really good year so far. We're up to 25,000, which is mind-blowing. We set a target for 15,000 and knew that was going to be hard work, hence the enthusiasm to work straight from the get-go. But yeah, to hit 25k the other week, I just sometimes have a look at the Just Given and I can't quite take that in. But yeah, team have just done incredible this year. They really have worked their socks off.
Yeah, and the fundraising right across the board's been fantastic once again. And as a whole group, I think we've passed the 6 figures, over 100,000 for All Stars itself. And it's the last few weeks, for whatever reason, it just seems to have taken a really sharp upturn. And you've probably noticed that with your team as well. I mean, has there been any special things that the team have done, or is any big events, anything still coming up, or has it just been bloody hard work, shall we say?
Yeah, definitely a lot of hard work. We've been really lucky this year. The team had quite a lot of nibbles with sponsors, so very grateful to them for sponsoring us this year. Lots of friends and family being generous for the kit sponsorship, which is really, really great. But yeah, we've had some amazing fundraisers this year. What's seemed to have worked really well for us is the chances to win prizes. So like the raffles, a stick raffle, puck stuff vouchers, little scratch ones where you enter £1, you could win 100 quid. Those have worked really, really well. Imi's been particularly good at doing that type of thing. Bake sales have been really good for us as well. We've had a few people doing those. Larger scale events. So Wes has a memorial game for his friend Rob Craig, and it's almost like a massive fundraiser for Andy's Man Club, and they raised an incredible £9,000, which what that does for that charity is unreal, and the awareness they spread at the event is incredible too. So yeah, that's amazing. Smaller scale stuff, people doing little runs. A few of the team have got into running because of fundraising, so that's really cool, and they're using that as a tool for their mental health, which is lovely. But yeah, a real good mixed bag this year. We've had no tattooing of bums this year, so nothing too extreme. But yeah, no, team have been working really, really hard. I did a really nice fundraiser with my school kids for Children's Mental Health Week. So that was lovely. We had a whole week of doing different wellbeing things and talking about mental health. And I shared how ice hockey helps my mental health and, team mental health hockey, and they loved it. Showed them the video of All Stars last year. So they thought it was so cool. So that was really nice, nice to engage them as well. And again, because we were able to raise money for new charities, which I'm sure we'll chat about in a minute. We were able to raise money for Young Minds and a bit of awareness for the kids and parents of where to go to for help. So that was lovely. But yeah, a good mixed bag of fundraisers this year.
Yeah, and yes, the fundraising is important, but team mental health hockey and in its previous incarnation, Team Mind, has always been about spreading the message, spreading the awareness, making mental health a discussion point in that people can have in a normal environment. So continuing that work, and as you say, mental health hockey now, it's not just raising money for an awareness for Mind. You've got a whole suite of different charities that you're supporting this year.
Yeah, I think last year was my first year obviously being captain, and obviously love Mind, they're amazing, but again, the whole purpose of our team is to get people the help they need. Mind might not be the one, so pitched it to the team and the committee. Obviously the committee were really supportive, and yeah, we got the option to expand to more charities, which was just fantastic. And it really has been such a positive thing this year, and has given us so much like more energy, because we've been able to network with more charities, and they're so nice to work with as well. They're so excited. Lots of them are coming on the weekend as well, but again, it's another opportunity for people to find an avenue for them and get the help they need. So yeah, this year we've got Andy's Man Club, we've got Calm, we've got Papyrus, we've got Pandas, we've got Mind UK, and the local ones as well. We've got Sobs, Samaritans, and Young Minds. And then, so we were sticking with that 8, and then we did throw in 2. So we've got Meddle.org, which is a Welsh related one. And we've also got Student Minds too. So when we were kind of selecting these charities, obviously there's so many, a cat has appeared.
It wouldn't be All Stars if it wasn't a cat.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we tried to kind of choose a range of charities so that people could find the help that they needed at a time that, you know, they were open for some help, or perhaps, you know, for a friend or family member. But yeah, awareness wise, it just meant that we were just able to open our arms to like so many more people, which is great. And like hearing what the team have been doing awareness wise this year has been amazing. You know, Vicky Alexander is incredible, but she's been going on S4C on TV like constantly. She had a lovely video episode the other day doing talking about the team All Stars and Meddle.org and what they do for mental health awareness in Wales. We've got one of our off-ice fundraisers, Rob is incredible. So he's a lead facilitator of Andy's Man Club, and he's constantly doing events, radio shows, all sorts. So he's coming on the weekend with loads of his Andy's Man Club group to chat to the team, and obviously to chat to people at Sheffield, so that's wicked as well. You know, Wes, when he was promoting his memorial game, he was on radio stations as well. Yeah, just loads of awareness. Loads of the team have been doing their mental health first aider courses this year, and I personally set up with my brother and a few other volunteers a SOBS group. So one reason that I really wanted to expand from Mind is when we lost Dad, there wasn't really any help and support there for us who understood what it was like to lose someone to suicide. A few years down the road, we found SOBS, which is Survivors of Bereavement by Suicide. And yeah, obviously really hard going to those groups and meeting people who, you know, have also lost their loved ones in that way. But yeah, amazing also to kind of find people who understood you and didn't kind of put you in a box, just kind of accepted and acknowledged your grief and your hurt and your pain. So unfortunately that Cardiff group ended a little while ago because there was nobody to lead it. So we started our volunteering last year, and it's taken a good couple of months to actually set up the group. So at the end of the month, last Tuesday of every month, we run our SOBS Cardiff's group. So then it's open for people to come down and, you know, meet each other and, you know, get the support and help and perhaps a little bit of understanding and love that they need. So that's really lovely. But yeah, just lots has been going on with the awareness. I think that's what we prioritize as a team. You know, our team ethos is to work hard all year, obviously with fundraising, but prioritizing spreading mental health awareness and also looking after each other. Like the group are incredible at checking in with each other. You know, we make each other laugh all the time, and perk each other up, but we are actually there for a lot of the support and advice. And I've been really proud of the team this year that more have been able to open up if they're struggling, rather than just sugarcoating it and sending memes and whatever. They've been like, checking in properly, and people have been there to advise. So yeah, we've really like grown as a team, obviously in the identity side, but actually like the actual personal players, like our journeys been quite different this year too, in a really like positive way. So yeah, it's lush. It's been really positive, a good change.
Yeah. And talking about the team, so you mentioned at the top the extra line of all stars this year, because the response to the entries last year was just so overwhelming. The only way we could find to expand and make it available to more people was to add an extra line to the squad. So what's the kind of makeup of your squad in terms of newbies or returning players or people from other teams? What's the kind of mix in mental health hockey this year?
So we continued our prostate cancer poach, because we obviously had Danny the year before, who is a godsend. Obviously love him to bits, couldn't actually cope with this journey without him. But yeah, it's a good mixed bag actually. We've got quite a few new players, a few in their second year, some vets. Unfortunately, we've got no James Morgan this year, and possibly no Edge, because she unfortunately broke her foot, but hoping to see them at the event or hopefully playing again next year. Vets wise, we've got quite a few vets. We've got Johnny Morgan, Yanni, and Andre, Kieran. Obviously, he's in net. Funny how he's got in there again. Andrew Davey, we poached from prostate cancer. Got Will, Wes, Salisbury, Danny, Vicky again. So they're like really good core players that have helped kind of keep the structure and helped engage and encourage all the other team members. Second years, we've got Steve Merry, who's just the life and soul of everything. We love him so much. Woody, Lewis, Beth and Paige are our second years. So again, know how everything works, but probably a little bit less nervy coming into it this year than they are last year. And then newbies, we've got quite a lot. We've got Luke Sterry, Imi, who was our photographer last year. So Imi's just lush. She's just such a ball of energy. She's incredible. But she was our photographer last year, and then she actually started skating maybe like September, and now she's playing for Cardiff Comets, and was coming on as a fundraiser for us, and due to somebody being injured has managed to get a spot on the team, which is great, because she's just brilliant and really deserves a spot. Like, her fundraising has been incredible as well, but she like gives so much. We've got new players.
Was it this week she was on our social? She played for the Comets development team.
She did, yeah. She had her first game.
Accidentally took a penalty.
I don't know where she would have learned how to do that. Definitely didn't teach her anything. She's been learning how to trip, how to board, everything. All with a smile. That's what matters. But yeah, no, she's really taken to it so well. Like, I'm so proud of her. Like, seeing her whole journey through it has been amazing, and obviously to be part of that, and then obviously have her celebrate at the end of the year with All Stars with us will be fantastic. So yeah, big journey. And then we've had a new player as well. We've had Dean came in because we had injuries. So I've heard he's a good laugh. And then we've also got Daniel and Matt Patterson, who I've heard Matt Patterson is a good on a night out. So I've got high expectations for him. Obviously, that's where my priorities are for like All Stars weekend.
Well, it's all part of the event, isn't it? It's all part of the team building.
Oh, absolutely. We've worked hard all year. Like, forget about the hockey, just a whole celebration that whole weekend.
Well, that's it. It's, I think we've said this before. It's a hockey tournament, but it's not a hockey tournament. It's kind of just it's the reward for a year of hard work and fundraising, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Like, we've with all the other teams as well, we work so hard all year, and it is exhausting. But obviously, when you see that amount, that total on your Just Giving team page, like, it just makes it all worth it. And then you can kind of get to that week, relax, and just party with all the other teams who've been working hard as well. And like, yeah, it's just an amazing experience, isn't it? But yeah, lush to see everyone and have a proper good time.
Yeah, definitely. We're talking about identity and the look of mental health hockey. Can't do that without talking about the jerseys again this year. Obviously Pete and the guys at CrossCheck have done us really proud obviously working with the captains, getting their input, asking for ideas, and developing and designing 8 absolute knockout uniforms once again. And the mental health hockey is no different.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. So much love for Pete and Ryan for putting up with my questions and my panics and my worries about colours and all sorts of things. So yeah, like we were really lucky to have Will on the team, who's amazing at designing. So he kind of came up with a concept, and then Ryan brought it to life on his 3D mock-ups. And then yeah, Pete's just been kind of like sorting out samples for us as well, because again, it's our first year with change of color, so it's been a little bit of a challenge to kind of get the right colors. So we're good to go now, which is brilliant, and so grateful to him for all the effort he puts up for like all of the teams. But yeah, all the jerseys are awesome. They're really cool. I can't wait to see them in person in a few weeks time now. But yeah, ours are wicked. I'm so excited. Like the bright short colors covers as well are great. The attention to detail on it as well. Like we've got the team had done some mental health, their favorite mental health quotes, which we've put around the collar. So that's a really nice addition. And then the lines, so the 10 lines on the side represent 1 in 10 children who are affected by mental health. And the lines at the bottom is 1 in 4 adults. So yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of hidden meaning in our jersey. Obviously, lots of meaning in our logo. Obviously said earlier that we opened it up to more charities. So at first, when I was pitching the addition of new charities, I was like, no, we don't need a new identity. We don't need a rebrand. We don't need new logos and stuff. Like being a bit naive about it, trying to play it down. And to be fair, Wes, Will, and Danny were like, no, we're going to have to change because we're different. So yeah, that's how mental health hockey was then born. Obviously the last logo was great for the years that we did have it, but it kind of didn't represent where we were now. So yeah, nice to have a universal logo. The dog obviously linking to the Black Dog of Depression, and that Who video. We still got the tear from our old logo and the kind of like half light, half light, dark side to do the contrasting of emotions, or perhaps masking depression or any other mental health illness. The kids in school, obviously, I wear all my mental health hockey merch all the time. Like they are fascinated by our new logo and much prefer the dog than the scary man. But no, I did love our last logo. But yeah, it just seems to appease to a few more people and kind of just stand for where we are now in our journey as a team. So yeah, really excited to see new jerseys, different jerseys, different colours. I think it'll be lovely.
Yeah, and you mentioned that the thing of being able to add personal touches to your jersey, and that's something that's the last couple of years when we've kind of loosened the design rules, if you want, and the captains haven't had a bit more freedom to add, like you say, the things with the stripes have a meaning for mental health hockey. The British Heart Foundation are literally wearing a heart on their sleeve. You've got the the runes in the Barbarians jersey. Everything has a little meaning. That's being able to add a little extra touch, which is having that bespoke design with Ryan and Peter Crosscheck just makes that all the more special. And they all means that they're not just jerseys; they are special to you and your charity and your team.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, the British Heart Foundation jerseys are there's always so much sentimental meaning. Like I love finding out what they're. I always try and ask Geordie. She doesn't really give me anything, but she always says that they're up to something like lovely and thoughtful. But yeah, I always try and get it out of her, but she doesn't budge. But yeah, the heart on the sleeve idea. Oh my God, that's so powerful. Yeah, love that. And then yeah, Ice Barbs do their runes. I'm assuming, well, I'm not sure. There's probably other stuff in the other teams. I guess when you got a bit more time to have a closer look at them on the weekend, you can chat to the teams and kind of find out a little bit more of like about the details that are on it. But yeah, it's lovely that we've got a bit more creativity with it for sure.
Yeah. as we come towards the weekend, as I sit recording this, it's just about a month until All Stars itself. It's come around ridiculously quickly. If people are watching these videos and want to get involved and want to be part and they want to find out more about All Stars, what would you say to somebody who's thinking about it to get themselves down to Sheffield and join us?
Oh, if you're available on August the 3rd and 4th and anywhere near Sheffield, or even if you're not, totally come down and check out All Stars. It is incredible. It's full of the most amazing people who've been working hard all year from all backgrounds, walks of life, and, you know, from all over the country and beyond. And it's just an amazing opportunity to, you know, meet people, watch some hockey, which, you know, is a good mixture of levels to appease everybody, a bit of funny and a bit of more serious play, but also a great opportunity to kind of network with other charities, and, you know, there might be something that is there for you. But yeah, amazing weekend, definitely come down.
Yeah, no, certainly recommend it to anybody who's wanting a summer hockey fix. It's been great catching up, Rachel. The team mental health hockey is doing great things as always. Keep up the good work for the next few weeks, and we look forward to seeing you and the guys and girls in Sheffield in just a few weeks' time.
Can't wait, we're nearly there, literally so excited.